Hello everyone, Dr. Mark here again. When I read those nasty lists of the dogs that bite the most often, I am always amazed because none of them are even close to being correct. AI is one of the worst, and most people I talk to these days are reading and quoting those AI pages as if they are the truth. What they are is a list of the dogs that bite and are reported, not those breeds that bite the most often. The breeds that bite the most often are probably the Chihuahua and the Min Pin, but they never show up. Those dogs are tiny and many of those bites do not even break the skin and thus are never reported. If all dog bites were reported, that list would also include the Yorkshire Terrier, the Dachshund, and some of the terrier breeds like the Jack Russell. The dog breed that is listed on top, however, is the Pit Bull Terrier. Many people will report any large dog that has a big head and a muscular body as a pit bull. This includes the Cane Corso, the Dogo Argentino, the Staffordshire Terrier, and any number of dogs that people think look similar. Rotties also make the list since they have a strong bite force and are likely to break the skin. Rotties can cause some serious injuries when they do bite, and one of the other German dog breeds known to cause some injuries, the Doberman, has a less powerful bite. The Boxer is another German dog breed with a strong bite, but it is less powerful than that of the Rottie. All of those dogs will probably break the skin when they bite. All of them are reported. The bite force of a Rottweiler is about 328 pounds per square inch, whereas that of a Dachshund, a German breed that is much more likely to bite, is only about 125 psi, and the most I have ever heard anyone quote is 200 psi, but I have no reliable source stating that it was ever even measured that high. The miniature Pinscher, a German breed that bites even more often than the Rottie, has an even weaker bite force, about 100, similar to the Chihuahua. In areas where this dog is popular they are known to be biters, and the meaning of the word Pinscher in German most likely means biter or nipper. Rotties are great family dogs, but they do need to be socialized during the sensitive socialization period, when the puppy still has not reached 16 weeks of age. Unfortunately, Rotties seem to be more susceptible to the parvovirus than some other dog breeds, and many veterinarians recommend that puppies of that breed be confined until 16 weeks of age when the vaccine series is traditionally finished. That means they are past their sensitive socialization period. If the owner does not take his dog to puppy parties and come into contact with other vaccinated puppies before that age, then the dog has a greater chance of growing up a fear biter and afraid of anything new. They are so large that they can be hard to handle by most people. Anyone who has lost a puppy to parvo or even just seen a puppy die of this terrible disease knows that it is something to be concerned about, and puppies do need their vaccines. However, unless you live in an area where there are many dogs getting sick of this, it is okay to get the first 2 or 3 vaccines, depending on the age you bring the puppy home, and begin socialization while the puppy is still more likely to benefit from it. If you take your puppy to a suspicious area, it is best to pick him up so he does not consume anything that has been contaminated by the virus. Be sure to remove your shoes at the door to your house when you get home and scrub the dirt off the bottom, and if you are very worried, spray the bottoms of the shoes with dilute bleach. There are no guarantees, but the more virus particles your dog takes in, the greater chance he will become sick. Starting the vaccines early also helps. Your dog may not have enough antibodies to fight off the disease, but he will start out with some passive antibodies from his mother's milk, and as these wear off he will start producing his own antibodies if he is vaccinated. Is there any way to guarantee that your Rottie will never bite? Early and consistent socialization is the best guarantee. I take my puppies to the park with my granddaughter and let them meet all of the kids and their parents. It is important that we pick up and dispose of stools, as we do not want to wear out a welcome, and there are always a few kids and adults that are turned off by puppies, and I think it is best to just ignore them. We do not go to the dog park since I do not think the benefits outweigh the risk. When your dog is older and if you have properly socialized him, then going to the dog park is okay, but being exposed to so many potential virus particles at an early age is just too much to risk. I think it is important that you obedience train your dog so that he or she looks up to you as the one in charge. That is no guarantee that he is not going to bite an invader or even a neighbor walking around in your backyard though, so you need to treat all large dogs with kid gloves. Thanks for watching. If you have any health problems with your dog and need help, you can send questions to my Ask a Vet column at yourpetsathome.com. There is no charge to ask a question, but I do ask that you be as complete as possible and let me know your dog's age, sex, and breed, and the results of any testing you have had done. If you are still here and have time, take a minute to look at some of the videos on this site. You will find something that can help your dog.